Okay, I got a few decisions to make here. I just picked up this Husqvarna. It's got the 14 horse Briggs Vanguard V-twin in it. I got one of two tractors I'd like to put this engine in. The tractor's not worth saving. Please watch the previous video, and I did a full in-depth tour on the tractor and the startup, etc. Engine runs perfect, does not leak any oil. It's been completely overhauled. It's got about 550 hours on it or so. But the decision I got to make is I got one of two tractors I want to put this engine in, and I'm just trying to decide which one I should put it in. I have this one right here. This is my Workhorse. It's a Craftsman LT1000 chassis. It's got second gen steering. It's currently running a Briggs Intek 19 horse, but it's got a little bit bigger carburetor on it. It's got a new carburetor. Really good setup on this. I gotta do some exhaust work. It is pretty loud, but it runs good. These engines in my area fetch anywhere from $300 to $500 on the used market. So there is a good amount of value in this engine if I was to turn around and resell this engine. Also, it's got the 1-inch crank, but unfortunately the pulley on it would have to be cut off, which isn't a big deal. I've done it before. It's not a big deal to cut these pulleys off. And but yeah, so it's a pressure lubricated Briggs Intek. There's many of them out there. Like I said, they run anywhere from $300 to $500 on the used market. The other tractor I could put this engine in, my Craftsman Racer, also built on the LT chassis. It has the older steering, not a really big deal. It's currently running a Kohler 19.5, I believe it is. It's either a 19.5 or a 20.5. It's got electric fuel pump right now, which is easily converted back to a vacuum fuel pump. Don't mind any of my extra add-ons. It does run, but currently it will not run. I had to take some parts off the carburetor and to put it onto another tractor, because this tractor, I'm keeping it running, but there's a few parts on the engine that are interchangeable with another tractor that I have, so that tractor is going to be sold, and I'd rather keep the one that's going to be sold on up and running perfectly and put the used, not so good but okay parts onto this one. So initially I bought that Vanguard to go in this tractor right here. They're really nice engines. Really, the nose on that engine is about the same size as this engine right here. It doesn't stick out much further than this engine does, so that's a plus. I don't think that Vanguard would actually fit in this tractor, but this Kohler would fit in that tractor there. But the only downside to this Kohler is it does not have an exhaust. It's got a full custom exhaust on it with straight pipes. Straight pipes out to mufflers. Watch my previous videos and you'll see this engine running, and you'll hear the sounds that this engine makes. It's a nice engine, but it might be time for something different in this tractor. It might be time to go back to a Briggs. Really, with the Briggs, they're easier to find parts for. There are a lot more of them out there. Also, this one is an 1.125" shaft. It's kind of a rare size, so it might actually be more valuable to somebody looking for this engine, or even looking for this engine for parts, because they do blow up occasionally. It is a full pressure lubricated engine, but who knows, there might be someone out there actually looking for this particular engine with the 1.125" shaft, and who knows. So I just need some input, see what people think. Should I swap this nice Vanguard into my Workhorse, or should I swap it into my racing lawnmower? Either or, it will work. The wiring's not an issue. I'm an expert at wiring these tractors. I don't cut corners when it comes to my wiring. Just got one of two tractors. At the long run, it's going to come down to my decision, but I just want some input, see what people think. Should I make the racing lawnmower Vanguard, or should I make the working Workhorse a Vanguard, or put the Kohler in the Workhorse, which is doable. I just have to figure out a new exhaust, which isn't a huge deal. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Put it in here, put it in the one over there. And that's the parts. That's the machine that's being sold. So decisions. So many decisions. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please comment.